Hey guys, this is episode 2 of my mini-series that I'll be doing on my own texture pack. Last time we covered building material, well, a few building, not all build materials were covered last time, but we covered quite a few of them, and I got a lot of feedback, and I've written stuff down. That's all nicely stored away, so I can come back later and start adjusting things. I won't adjust anything until, you know, I've pretty much completed the texture pack. Then I'll go back and then I'll read the notes that I've taken down for what people have been saying, and a bunch of people usually say the same thing. Then the block will get adjusted to what people are saying. But, you know, if one person says, I hate the cobblestone, and no other people say they hate it, well, then the cobblestone is not going to get adjusted. Now, I must stress before we start this video, remember, every single block is subject to change. Nothing's been polished. This is very early in my texture pack, very early. I've got at least another 6 months work before we got an early release for people to download and test and play. But yeah, I must stress that already, but everything is subject to change. Some blocks are not even done. Like, you will see lines in some blocks, you will see half a texture done in some blocks, so I must stress that. But today we'll just be covering ores. That's pretty much it. What you see in the bar is probably what we'll be covering today. So we're going to be going deep down in the mine shaft, so let's go. Alrighty then, so in front of us we'll be starting with just stone. We are deep down in probably block 20 or something like that, down in a random ravine, and we're going to start with stone first. Now, stone is very difficult. Wow, I spent so much time on the stone. It's really hard to get right. I don't know even if it's right. I'm waiting for more feedback from you guys. That's what in front of you. That's an early edition of the stone. Just say. Everything is subject to change. I gotta keep reminding people that, because wow, there's some really stupid people that comment in the comments sometimes. It really annoys me, but yeah, so that's pretty much just the stone. Now let's move up here to the coal. Now the coal is sketched pretty much by hand, and yeah, it's just stone texture in the background really, and it's pretty basic coal. I think I got it right. I don't know. As I said, waiting for feedback from you guys. Yeah, no, I think I got it right. The coal's very big. It's out there. It's not too dark. Like, my first coal that I got was actually really black, and then I sort of went a little bit lighter, a little bit of blue, like a dark blue in there. Sort of got it a little bit nicer. I don't know. I like that coal. But yeah, so that's pretty much my coal. Let's I think we'll go to gold next. All right, we're at the gold. So gold again is sketched by hand. Tried to get like a nugget feel. Made it pretty much the entire size of the block itself. Same thing as stone background, and then pretty much second layer is the gold itself. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Yeah, just two big nuggets and surrounded by little, like a swirl of. Yeah, there's no animated texture, so you're not going to get sparkle or anything like that. But yeah, just a little surround of little nuggets surrounded by two giant nuggets. It was quite nice. So I'll wait for feedback for that. So next would be iron. Oh, iron's over here. Look at that. I'm quite happy with the iron. It's probably, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Getting the color right. Wow, it's I try not to look like clay or anything like that, but getting it right was, yeah, a little bit challenging, but I think I did a good job. It's very big again, like, yeah, it takes up the whole block. It's really just 6 giant chunks of iron in there, and yeah, the raw iron ore. But yeah, I'll wait for more feedback from that. Where are we going next? Alright, so here is this is my redstone. So let's get the redstone. So this is my redstone. It's pretty much like a spiral of red, as you can see. So I tried to do like a little spiral of red, so it really stands out. Now I'm not sure if I got the colors right. Now I'll wait for some feedback from that, but it's, yeah, sketched by hand again. Pretty much all my ores are sketched by hand. You know, I look at other people's ores, and I look at the real ore as well, and let's try go off there. Now remember, my texture pack is sort of a fantasy smooth fill, maybe a little bit light as well. It's a mixture of things. It's up in my head, it's what's in my head. It's Datacraft. It's up there. But yeah, no, there is my redstone. Okay, so I think we should move on up here. Now this is my lapis. Very blue, like a wave sort of feel. I don't know if I'm getting this shot right, but there you go. That's what it looks like. Very basic. I wouldn't say I'm too extremely impressed by it, but it does look like lapis. I look at that and I know what all that is straight away. Let's move straight on. Okay, let's go to the emerald. Now, the emerald is pretty much just a few big chunks of green here, with surrounded by a few little baby chunks. Now, I'm not sure if I need to go bigger. I was worried about people missing that, but then it's nice and green and it stands out and it'll catch people's eye. That's what I was a little bit worried about that, but I think it's big enough. I think what I've got there is a nice emerald. It'll catch people's eye. They know it's there. They know what ore it is. Well, if they're new to Minecraft, they might not know what ore it is, but yeah, Minecrafters will know what ore it is. Okay, so we've got the lapis down. Let's go to diamonds. Now the diamond, look how big I made it. I tried to make a really big standout diamond. I'm not sure if I went for the right feel there. It's like one giant diamond in the middle surrounded by 4 little sprinkles of diamonds. Again, there's no sparkles, there's no animated textures or anything in my texture pack just yet. So yeah, all sketched by hand, by the way. All sketched by hand. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with my diamond. I think it's very big. I'm not sure if it's too big, but I'll have to get people's feedback. I quite like that diamond. It stands out in the background. See, look, you look all the way back here, and you're looking over there. You're like, wow, there's some diamond on the wall over there. It's very big. It's very bold. It just shouts out, I'm diamond. I'm over here. That's what I thought I went for, because diamonds are very important. But I think that wraps up this episode of my mini episode of my texture pack here. Well, before we go, let's talk about the torch. I've got that here. It's in very early stages of its texture, but sketched by hand again. I pretty much just went to Google Images and looked up a torch and tried to get what torches are, and it was kind of difficult actually getting the corners to connect right. Wow. Everything was really different. Wasn't used to doing this texture, but I don't know if I got it right. I got the little glow there, got sort of a steel outline here, and then a wooden handle I went for. Looks okay far away, but up close it may look not detailed enough for some people. But and again, it's very early in its texture. Everything is subject to change. Really, this episode is just on the ores, so I can get input and feedback, and I can write stuff down. And again, like if 20 people are saying the same thing, well, then obviously that thing needs to be adjusted. But if just one person is saying something, then it probably is just personal opinion then. And yeah, because I'm up for criticism. Far out. It's all good. I'll take it all in. It's fine. That's the whole point of doing this texture pack. I'm doing it for myself, plus I'm doing it for other people, just to see how I can do one. I don't have any experience with a texture pack. This is my very first. I'm learning as I'm going along. But anyway, we'll call this episode here, and then I'll do. What should we cover next time? I think we'll cover redstone, repeaters, comparators. Let's cover all that in the next episode of my mini-series, and I'll catch you all later.